Guys, usually prime rib beef is very tough and it requires a lot of massage. And when you eat, it's not tender. Now I'm gonna show you this veal and I'm gonna eat it in front of you. And you can see there's a lot of fat, but this fat actually is not fat anymore. It's become gelatin, so it's like jelly. And when I eat this, you'll see how fast I can eat, just to see how tender the meat is. Okay, this is the bone. So tender, oh my god. Wow. That's it, 2 seconds. Super tender. Guys, this is so delicious. You're gonna subscribe to my channel for sure. And the bone is very delicious, so don't throw away. I'm gonna show you what you do with the bone. Come. Oh my, wow. Yum. Why. My German Shepherd is gonna kill for that bone. Veal is regarded as one of the finest delicacies around the world. And I'm gonna show you how to cook it just by using 2 ingredients, plus 1 secret ingredient. Even if you've never cooked before, this will be the easiest and the most delicious meal that you've ever cooked. Here are veal short ribs, and this particular package includes 3 ribs for about 1.2 pounds. We will use the 3 packages for a total of 9 ribs, just under 4 pounds in total. On the top, this meat has a large layer of fat, followed by a lean layer. And there are 3 bones on the bottom, but don't worry about the fat. Since I'm gonna braise it, all the fat and collagen will break down into gelatin, resulting in the incredibly tasting dish that will leave you licking your fingers. You can clearly see the spots in between bones. Sometimes these bones are sold in smaller sizes, cut in half, so you get 6 instead of 3, but you cook them in the same way. I'll cut this meat between the bones into 3 portions, where each piece has its own bone. So we will braise a total of 9 ribs. Wash them under the cold water. Leave them for a few minutes under the running faucet until you see the clear water underneath. Guys, this will be so delicious, you won't be able to live without it. You should never braise meat while it's wet. It's extremely important to dry the meat before cooking. I'll use a double layer of paper towel to absorb all the water from the meat. When we cook, we only need the natural juice from the veal. We must get rid of water so it doesn't ruin the taste. And we'll use another napkin to wipe the water off the rib before placing it on a towel to dry. Some chefs have the whole meat drying process, but I'll just use the paper towels to make it quick. Also, I'll put another piece of paper on top to absorb the water on both sides. Let's leave our ribs to relax here a little while we prepare the ingredients. The meat is so delicious that you don't have to add many ingredients. We want the natural taste and flavor of the veal shine through. The first is a carrot. I'll use 1 large and 1 smaller, but if you don't have a large one, you can use the 3 small ones. You can use the potato peeler to peel the carrot and get rid of both ends. If you ever had the carrot juice, you know carrots are very juicy. Cut carrots into about 1/4 inch slices. something like that. We'll use a large yellow onion or a large sweet onion for the second ingredient. I'll use the sweet onion because it has more flavor, but either can work. Cut the sides and peel it. We will need 2 large onions, or you can use 3 smaller ones. Cut onion in half, then turn and cut into 9 parts. And let's cut some more. We only need big chunks because it will melt during braising anyway. Onions and carrots have so much juice, sweetness and flavor that the only other things we need are salt and pepper, which I don't even call ingredients because we always use them anyway. And that's it. I want the meal to be natural and healthy without any additives, chemicals or sugar. Use a heavy cast iron brazier a few inches deep so you have enough space, with a heavy cast iron tight-fitting lid specially designed to circulate steam and return moisture back to the food. If you don't have a brazier at home, you can use a deep pan and place something heavy on top of the lid. Set your fire to medium and warm the pan for a few minutes. Test the heat above with your hand. Add some olive oil to cover the pan's entire bottom and heat it for a minute or so. We may need some more, but I'll check later. Add the onions that we prepared. Always place ingredients inside the pan in the opposite direction of yourself, so you don't spill any hot oil on your skin. Mix onions with the oil. You can break the bigger chunks into smaller pieces using a wooden spatula so we don't scrape the pan. Yeah, it looks like I don't have enough oil for all the onions, so let's add just a little more. Keep mixing onions for about 4 to 5 minutes until you see onions getting oily and showing some transparency. And now it's time to reveal the secret ingredient. But don't tell anyone. We will add a tiny amount of baking soda on top of the onions. While many know that using baking soda will tenderize the meat, the common way is applying it directly on the meat. Baking soda raises the pH levels on the surface of the meat, which is why it makes it tender. However, after you apply soda on the meat, you have to wash it. And you have to remove the soda from the meat because it can leave distinct aftertaste. So instead of applying baking soda directly on the meat, I'll use a small amount, about half a teaspoon, directly on the onion, not on the meat. Use no more than half a teaspoon of baking soda and sprinkle it all over the onion. There is a little trick that baking soda will do inside the pan. The onion will dissolve the baking soda completely while transferring the pH levels needed to tenderize the meat. And it all will happen whilst cooking. This trick is a game changer. And it's my little secret to share with you. So don't tell anyone. And don't forget to hit like on this video. The soda will start the reaction with the onion in just a few seconds. And you will notice that onion will begin changing color into yellowish orange. You can see that the onion almost immediately starts to melt and produce juice. As soon as you see the juice, add all the carrots and try to spread them evenly across the pan. Give it about 20-30 seconds to combine. And now let's add all our ribs on top of this bed of onions and carrots. Place them with the bone facing up. It doesn't matter how many ribs you cook, the recipe stays the same, as long as you can fit them in a single layer. I could have probably fit a few more. Look at all this water absorbed by the paper. If we didn't do this step, all the water would end up inside the pan, killing the flavor. Salt the ribs visually, just make sure to cover the entire area of the pan. And do the same with pepper. Cover all the ribs to your taste. Close the lid and set your fire to the lowest position. Leave it and walk away for 1 hour. Many people don't realize the benefit of veal compared to beef. Veal is much more tender, juicy, and packed with natural flavors. Look at this, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 42% protein, and only 14% fat. This is much better than any beef and also healthier. It's lighter than most red meats. Make it as a great option even if you're on a diet. Okay guys, 1 hour passed, let's check it out. Open the lid slowly so you don't get steamrolled. Look at that beauty. The onion is pretty much melted like an ice cream. Flip all the ribs with the bones facing down this time. The ribs are enjoying some serious sauna over here. So don't keep the steam room open for long. Salt and pepper everything again. Cover the lid and walk away for 1 more hour. We are going low and slow, people. Okay, we have a total of 2 hours right now. So let's look at our masterpiece. Wow! It looks amazing. Test the meat with 2 forks. If they slide into the meat easily, the meat is ready. And the fork slides so easily that it feels like a butter. Wow, guys, the meat is falling apart. Look at that. That's what I call the meat falls off the bone. Now check nothing is stuck to the pan and flip all the bones again. Now if you have a bone stuck to the bottom, like this one, wiggle it a little and flip. It looks like no other pieces are stuck. Use a wooden spatula to scrape anything stuck to the bottom of the pan. We want all the flavor. Look what happened to the onions and carrots. They became delicious mashed onions, which taste better than mashed potato. The meat is totally ready at this point, but I like to give it about 5 to 10 more minutes after we flip the second time. But this time we don't need to add any salt or pepper anymore. Okay, the dish is done, and actually it's one of the easiest dishes to make. Anyone can do it. Let's see how it looks. Are you ready? The aroma is fantastic. Look at this. The meat falls off the bone. Remember the fat before we started cooking? Now this fat turned into jelly, and you can eat it together with the meat. It tastes sensational. Look, it falls by itself. Guys, this is so delicious. This is unbelievable. Oh my god. And the sauce. Wow! This is so tasty, you can use it as a side dish. Europeans used this method of braising for thousands of years. Look at this bone. Look! The meat comes out from the bone by itself. Look at this. Nirvana. Guys, after you try it, you're gonna hit like on this video 100 times and you're gonna subscribe to my channel, right? But you already did.